Okay. Let's try and keep moving forward. Lore nature.
Call me again if you need to.
These corpses were gnawed to the bone by ghouls whose teeth were the likely cause of death. Uh-oh.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
We will be victorious.
A vermlek.
It's all your fault.
Dude, that hurt. Is that the wizard?
The light.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
We won't falter.
He's gone.
This will leave a bruise.
These potions don't heal us anymore, like enough to be able to do anything.
Just sit here.
Never mind.
Don't worry about me.
How it feels.
Oh, and it killed him,
worry
like,
about
kill.
me.
Dude, these fights are so difficult. Oh my god. Wow. How are these fights more difficult than the ones we did with all the demons? That's crazy to me. They have so many people too attacking us at that, and we're kind of like stuck because we're kind of choked in the corner and we can't like move forward. Wonder if we can like somehow like lure them out.
This was simple enough.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna try and cross the gap. I know there's enemies on the other side, but we're gonna try and do the enemies here.
Pretty good, aren't I?
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Oh, we're surrounded. Wait, we have friends. We do have some manner of friends.
Forwards.
No glory without risk.
I'll cut you wide open.
Yeah, I want you guys to hit that. Not me though.
We won't falter.
The light. Take you.
Okay, good job, good job.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Strike with all your might.
Okay, that was easy. That was actually pretty easy. Stories told to us by spirits, the night we with arrowed hands. Canabris Medium Alliance Publishing. What is that now? The demon put 2 plates on the table in front of me, on each a bleeding human heart. Look, he says, the right one belongs to a noble and righteous man, a loyal servant of Ayomade. The left one is the heart of a murderer and a scoundrel, but something tells me they taste exactly the same. I remain silent and don't move. I couldn't if I tried. One of my hands is pinned to the wide armrest with a knife thrust to the hilt. The other, similarly pinned, helpless on the table. The demon circles and carefully brushes away a strand of hair that stuck to my forehead. Your silence saddens me. Don't waste your time on this performance, monster. I say, though I have scarcely the energy to breathe. If you wish to torture me, go ahead. If you want to kill me, then kill me. My life is in your hands, but my soul is not and never will be. The hearts on the plates in front of me continue to oozing blood. They've only just been ripped from their owners' bodies. The right one apparently belonged to my partner, the left to the criminal we were escorting. But a demon who would set his lair in the old mill, killed without discrimination. He walks around the armchair and stops behind my back, placing a clawed hand on my shoulder. This is not a performance at all. It's a feast, and I will be sated. No, not with this. You can't see my eyes still on the hearts. With you, it's your heart that's in front of me right now. So helpless. The claws on my shoulder tighten a bit. Goddess help me endure. After a moment, the demon continues. You know what you don't understand, you zealous servants of law and good. He seems to like the sound of his own voice. It was you who brought us to your land. The more of you who gather here at the edge of the world wound, so brave, burning with righteous wrath, the more like me will come from the abyss. It's not because we want to win a war and conquer your world. Perhaps our lords want this, but trust me, they're as far removed from their subjects as your lord and kings are from you. No, we come for those like you, for the persistent and the proud. We won't break until the end, for those whose suffering is sweet and lasts, for the sweets. He appears in front of me again, licking his lips. I well know that he'll never grant me a quick death. Damn, dude. That's dark. What is this courtyard here?
Yet another obstacle. You won't survive me.
We can do it!
Move away.
Forwards!
Cover me, all right?
Let's go back.
Surrender or else.
Endure this.
I missed?
We won't falter!
Tactical retreat! It's
How
all
you
your
hit them!
fault!
Strike with all your might!
And Wolchif is having a hard time. He keeps going in front and he keeps dying.
I'm here.
And I keep having to heal him up. Let me give you like a few potions here and let me make you drink. Oh, come on. Bro, seriously? You're the worst. Those rolls are garbage. Hey, you were right there. You couldn't even help us? Oh, it's Olrune. Oh, it is Olrune. Oh, I could have like climbed up back here. Nah, never mind. This is where it disconnects. Okay. Yeah, Olrune's a douche, if I remember correctly. Ramian, my beloved brother, I admire your zeal, of course, but would you not agree that this is hardly the time to be standing guard over a hole that no one will ever emerge from? Or perhaps you're concerned that someone will decide to go for a nighttime stroll and will accidentally fall into it. Such foresight is laudable, but do you really need so many soldiers for such a task? Can't your warriors be put to better use? For instance, fighting demons or clearing rubble, while the people trapped beneath it might still be alive? The demons still haven't entirely broken through the defenses of Canabris, but time is running out. The face of this golden-curled Asimaar is beautiful even by the standards of his kind, in whose veins runs the blood of angels. His melodious voice sounds cheerful, but bitter a reproach simmers in his gaze. Oh, that's Olrune. Oh yeah, we talked to him earlier. Okay, I didn't make 2 and 2. He's the crazy dude. Don't you dare call me brother, heretic. Yeah, he's insane. The signs of recent hard fighting are obvious in his turned old man. His armor is dented and covered in blood, and his unnatural pallor suggests something more dangerous than wound inflicted by claws and fangs. Nevertheless, his gaze is stony and his voice, accustomed to barking orders, is harsh and clipped. How dare you accuse me of doing nothing to protect this city, especially now when followers of your temple were caught committing treason? To my mind, you're no different than the demon worshipper, those miscreants, those beasts that are digging under the city walls. Everyone know, my dearest prelate, that in your zealous pursuit of order in the city, you have long since forgotten how to tell friend from foe and good from evil. That's what happens with my adepts, whose act of treason was a genuine attempt to save the city. And yet again, I'm forced to repeat myself. While we are wasting time on pointless quarrels, people are dying under the rubble in our city. People whom we could have saved if you only had set your soldiers to the task and not kept them here, surrounding a useless and utterly harmless hole in the ground. Harmless? Well, if it's on your say-so, then that must mean there is someone down there. Your associates, no doubt, and they're just waiting for us to abandon our post before they slink out and try again to... The old man notices your approach. And you! I remember you! You appeared in my city the day the demons attacked and Terran the Lev died. What are you doing here? Answer at once, or I'll have you strung up by your ankles before you know it. Don't think that the demons have wounded me. I still have enough strength to take on 100 of your sort. Okay, he's insane. And what is this hideous creature? Olrun peers at Lan with suspicion. Lan, at your service. The mongrel's duck his head in a bow. My forebears fought in the First Crusade. I've lived in Canabras my whole life. You haven't ever seen me before. Ah, it must be because you don't ever venture into our underground district. We've been meaning to complain to the city's authorities that our paving stones have been in need of repair for a long time. The First Crusade? So you're a mongrel? You obviously know human speech. Surprisingly well, in fact. Alright, let's be off with you. The prelate looks at you. If you cause any trouble, I shall hold you responsible. Come to think of it, you still haven't told me who you are. I'm a crusader and I'm fighting to liberate Canabras from the demons, and I've been doing so. A crusader, you say? I'll be looking into that. You obviously don't know to whom you're speaking. I'm the one who decides who's a crusader and who's a traitor in this city. Holrung Shepuk, prelate of Canabras, by the grace of Her Majesty Queen Galfrey and the city's defender against threats from within and without. I will still push you in the hole. I don't care. And as we can see, you've done a sterling job protecting the city. The golden-curled Asimaar flashes a faintly smile. I am Ramian of Edme, prior of the Temple of Desna, which, alas, currently lies in ruins. Wise Olrun here believes it is vital to guard this hole in the ground, from which he is certain demons will emerge at any moment. I've been trying to convince him that the city is far more urgent matters to deal with, for instance, rescuing those currently dying under the rubble. You know what? There may be, in fact, be one matter that is more important than guarding this hole. I've put it off, and look where it led us. I should have had you hung from the gates back when you dared to defend your gang of delinquent demon collaborators. If the Sarkorians had hanged Aurelu Vorlesh while they had the chance, there never would have been a war. I won't repeat their mistake. I won't hesitate any longer. Soldiers, seize the scum. Prelate, see reason. These are frightening times, but threatening to hang someone without trial, that is unworthy of a servant of Ayomide. The old man fixes his eyes on Sela. Lest you forget, girl, we may serve the same goddess, but you are not an inquisitor. Don't question the way I choose to serve Ayomide, and I won't question yours. Can I pick one before picking two? I'm gonna try to do that. I want to see if I can actually choose one first. What precisely are you accusing him of? Treason! Not long before the city was attacked, several followers from his temple tried to secretly access the Wardstone and perform an unknown ritual over it. Olrun is trembling with fury. The Wardstone of Canabras, a gift from Ayomide, the bringer of light, robbed by the hands of her herald, the first in the chain, and followers of that crazy runt of a goddess tried to meddle with it using their magic after hearing a voice in their dreams. My soldiers almost had them caught when Ramian got in the way, allowing the traitors to go to ground. I made a mistake. I didn't have him locked in a cell and interrogated him to within an inch of his life, and now the city lies in ruins. It's time to rectify that mistake. I've told you before, and I'll tell you again, my people foresaw the attack on the city. They knew the Wardstone already carried the seed of corruption within itself, and they were simply trying to heal it. I've heard similar claims before. Now, where was it? Ah, yes, from Staunton Vane, the traitor who brought down Dresden. The lessons of the past have taught us a great deal, and that is why I never believed you or your mobs lie even for a second, and I was right. Okay, well, I mean, behold, Inquisitor, I bear the gift of an angel who died in the caves below Canabris. I am no enemy of yours. The old frowns and whispers something, a prayer or a spell. With each word, his face relaxes. You are telling the truth. The light in your hand was wrought by the power of heaven. I will keep an open mind with regards to you, stranger. And later, under less fractious circumstances, I would like to ask you about how you came to receive this gift. But that can wait. Now I must deal with this filth once and for all. Oh, dude. Oh, I don't like this. I mean, technically my character would go lawful instead of chaotic, but like, I kind of like, what if he's right though? What do I do, guys? Say nothing? Like, do I want to, like, because I don't want to fight him, but at the same time, like, I don't want him to, like, kill the other dude. There's no good answer, yeah. I guess in doubt, I could go with say nothing. And, like, hope for the best. I'm scared that if I pick this, he's gonna attack me. Say nothing. Rimin looks at the prelate. You're a fool, Olrun. You're a zealot and a murderer, but you're a fool first and foremost. I told you that the Wardstone was weakened. You wouldn't listen. I warned you that the city was going to be attacked. You shooed me away. The truth is that my young adepts were trying to save the Wardstone and you stopped them. Of course, those truly responsible for this tragedy are the demons, but you've done nothing to prevent it, and now you would still rather kill an innocent person and perish yourself than admit that you were wrong, as always. With a wave of his wand, the Asimaar vanishes. Oh, okay, thank God he didn't. He fled, the heretic, no doubt expecting me to rush off in pursuit, but that won't work on me. Harun turns his attention to you. What about you? If you truly have been marked out for a gift from heaven, this is your chance to save the city, and go and bring back that filthy traitor, and I am most certain that he and his cronies were helping the demons, either knowingly or unknowingly. Their attempt to bewitch the Wardstone is clear proof. Ramian must be captured. I see you suffered greatly in battle. Nonsense. I had to deal with a brood of Nabasus, but it was nothing. I've taken on worse enemies with the goddess's help. Oh, I failed the Arcana check. With a 1, mind you. The Inquisitor seems hale and hearty, but you're not sure if his wounds are minor, or if it's all just bravado. Of course, I rolled a 1. Why are you obsessed with finding enemies everywhere you look? Why? Why? You must not be from these parts, or you wouldn't have asked me such a question. I look for enemies everywhere because our enemies are everywhere. Who are we at war with? Demons. Demons and cultists. They are masters of deception. They worm their way into your favor and masquerade in all manner of false guises. Do you think Dresden was taken by force? No, by trickery. Were it not for me, Canabris would have gone the same way long ago, captured out from under our noses. Now listen to what I'm about to tell you. This was a long time ago. I was very young, then, and I had just joined the crusade. Back then, Canabras didn't have a garrison so much as a public thoroughfare. Anyone who wanted to could just stroll into the city. One day at dawn, a group of refugees came up to the city gates, bold as brass. The guards let them in, and why not? For no one was ever turned away. To us, no matter. Everyone was welcome in our city. If you came from Endev, or if you'd hauled yourself here from across the seas, the crusade accepted all and sundry. But on this occasion, we paid dearly for our laxity. Just as soon as those innocent lambs entered the city, they transformed into demons and rushed towards the wardstone, slaughtering everyone who tried to stop them. 62 people died in less than a minute. The demons used their mutilated corpse to desecrate the obelisk. None of them dared to go near it. The light of the goddess burned them all, so they threw the blood from afar, spattering the wardstone from every direction. And the lead demon, an eyeless beast, Minago is her name, jeered and gloated, saying we mortals had been sitting ducks and the creature was right too. We let our guard down and we got what we deserved. That bloodbath came to be known as the Red Morning Massacre, and it was burned into the townfolk's memories. Since then, Canabras has adopted different practices. Heretics, cultists, spies, all the rabble who coveted Arilu's glory. We drove them all out of the city. We haven't had any trouble here since. Many have come here, even the Baler Koremzadeh, I don't know what that is one of Descari's most powerful generals, but his personal might is not the only reason why he poses such a threat in combat. They call him the World Wound Strategist, for he is the shrewdest general among demonkind. Not too long ago, he oversaw one of the most successful assaults on Canabras and nearly destroyed the Wardstone, an achievement that only Lord Descari himself was able to claim in the end. Damn. And they have all been sent straight back to where they came from, or else they were killed for their trouble. You see, Descari himself had to crawl out of the abyss and come here. The goddess cursed him in order to break through our defenses. And what did he do? He left again, and we're still fighting. Now, that is what vigilance and discipline can do. Okay. Raymond really warned you about the attack? Those crazed Desnans were always bursting about into my study with their incoherent prophecies that came to them in their dreams. I won't lie, sometimes what they said did come to pass, but can we really rely on the woolly dreams of heretics over the cold hard facts of intelligence reports? Plenty of demons could have easily fooled them and whispered treasonous plans in their dreams, and those lunatics would have been only too happy to listen. This time, Mr. Curl for Brains came to me and declared that the demons were about to attack the city and that the Wardstone's power was diminished by some kind of contamination or taint. Ayomide forgive me for even repeating the words. Also, after uttering such blasphemy, he should have been locked up along with his followers and interrogated, but instead, I simply increased the surveillance on them. And what next? My people caught them red-handed trying to attack the Wardstone with unknown magic, and not 3 days later, the demons attacked the city. There's an obvious connection between these events. Whether deliberately or under demonic influence, the Desnants played right into the hand of the Scari's hordes, and they also almost left the city completely defenseless. Raymond covered for his people the whole time and helped them escape my guards. After that, what else can he be but a traitor and a heretic? No, he's... I weirdly enough, I believe him. I'm pretty sure... I mean, I don't believe Ulrun. I believe they were actually trying to save it. There's nothing dangerous in this hole. You have no reason to guard it. You told me yourself that you received a light-bringing gift from an angel who perished in the caves below our feet. It is no secret that those passages are teeming with dangerous creatures that could kill anyone, even our warrior or of heaven. Demons and demonic offspring love roaming about underground. That's why I will be keeping an eye on this hole. If the beast decides to attack from here, we'll be ready for them. Where can I find Ramian? How should I know? The weasel can't have gone far. He turned invisible. He's probably anchored down in some hole, like the traitorous little rat he is. And he'll be sitting trembling and waiting till he's dragged out of there. With the prelate after you, that seems the only sensible thing to do. It's what I do. I'm sure lots of things would sound sensible to you. And it works too, as you can see, I'm still alive. Okay, I'll go. Go on then if you have to. I would be good if you could return with the head of that scum. Ember peers intently at Ulrun. I remember you. My father and I arrived in the city. You met us. What is this gibberish? As if I have nothing better to do than arrange meetings with vagrants. But it's true. You and the other knights tied us to stakes and started lighting the bonfire. Father died, and then one of your knights changed his mind and pulled me from the flames. But then he died too. Don't you remember? If you were burned, then it was with good reason. You say some traitor helped you escape from the fire. That is a crime in itself, which means that you have been evading justice all these years. If it weren't for the invasion, I would review your case and see that your sentence was finally fulfilled. You're lucky that we have more important matters to deal with right now. He didn't look the way he does now, all wrinkled and gray. He was young with a big mustache. Ember smiles broadly and draws a large bushy mustache in the air with her finger. He probably forgot all about me. It was a long time ago. But I do want to say one thing. I'm not cross with him. This knight is a true hero. He just really wanted to protect the city, only he got all mixed up about who was good and who was evil. Holrin, you sent an innocent child to be burned at the stake. Don't you want to ask for forgiveness? Ha! Hardly. Anyone can look innocent. How did this girl manage to survive the fire? And what about that crow that's always flying around her? I advise you to take a closer look at this innocent little lamb of yours. If you ask me, she looks highly suspicious indeed. And you forgive him even after what he did to you? He thought he was doing what was right. How do you know? Maybe you've done something, thinking it was a good thing, but you were really doing a bad thing that hurt someone. But what if I've done the same thing? You can't get angry at people for making mistakes when you might not be better than them. Honestly, at this point, Orun is pissing me off. Dude, you're insane. It's the fact that I can't save right now that annoys me. Because if I fail this battle, I'll have to redo this entire conversation. I kind of want to attack him though, I'm not gonna lie. I really want to beat him. Screw it. I'll kill you for this, you swine. What? I'd like to see you try, demon worshipper.
We will be victorious.
I want to see what level he is. He's level 13. Oh my god. There is no way I can kill him. Zero way I can kill him. My dude is like... Yeah, I can't do this. Do the bless.
Make every strike count.
Are we not drinking? We're not drinking. Like, why?
stab you or zap you. Why not both? Distract them for me.
Reduce. Enlarge on myself.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
She's hurt already. Stop. Swear to God.
Time to share your treasures.
Hey, sub, what's up? Drink a pot.